welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Here we go. Ball with it. Driving to the basket. And Ball slams it in.
A magician put the ball in his hands. LaMelo making it look easy.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Here's Durant. Pass to Edey. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Assist goes to...
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Now, Wembanyama. Defended by Durant. Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Okay, I see you. Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
And finished off by KD.
The length, the quickness, there's just not much you can do when Durant is driving to the rim.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Back to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Stolen by Ball.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Edey. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And a little bit of showmanship from Ball on that slam, displaying some athletic ability.
Jacks up a three. And it's Kevin Durant with the three. Durant's got 9.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. No good from Durant.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the slam dunk by Pippen.
Nice drive by Pippen there. Terrific at just finding his way to the rim.
Now here's Durant. Driving inside.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Pass to McHale. Now Shaq puts up a three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Here's Edey. James in the post. And James throws it down.
Getting that little bit of help, James calls for the pick and roll, shake up the defense, and find himself a quality look.
Here's Wembanyama. Still without a basket. Three-pointer. And James pulls it down. Wembanyama, a screen. Pass the ball. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Beasley outside. Driving the lane. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage. Oh, nice finish.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Pass to Duncan. Sampson pulls it in.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Sampson pulls it in. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Pass to Ewing. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Butler. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Beasley with Patrick Ewing covering. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Ewing. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. Outside Leonard. Back to Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
And that's what they want to see from Butler, a take-charge mindset, that desire to attack the rim.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Here's Sampson. Pass to Leonard. To the inside. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, Leonard really utilizing the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the three-point shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Wembanyama. There's the drive.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
Beasley for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
31.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Hits the three-point bomb.
At his size, KD is able to see the floor so well, and it helps him make passes just like that.
Ball. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Pippen.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Wembanyama with it. He's picked up by KD. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The drive-by ball. The wide open look for Durant. Cans it from downtown. KD's got 7 points.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
Nailed from three-point land.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Here's KD. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Right side, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
And stolen by LeBron. Back to Ball. And Ball slams it in.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
Pass to Shaq. Back to Durant. Outside, O'Neal. Now here's McKee. 5 on the clock. Shaq with the screen. The three from KD.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Wembanyama. James with it. Defended by Pippen. Here's Edey. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. "15 seconds left in the third. Pass to KD. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. He can't get that one. A deep three from Durant. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch.
41.
They're up by 6.
47.
And we're... And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. And here is Butler. Pass to Sampson. On the wing, Ewing. Here's Sampson. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. O'Neal from long range. Here's Butler. Outside Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Beasley.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Ewing. And then Ewing with the dunk.
Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
Beasley outside. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's Beasley on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it up. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Here's Leonard. Drives to the hoop.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really help make an impact on that end.
Brooklyn trails by 10. It's Beasley on the wing. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Outside for Wembanyama. And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it. And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Inside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
And the 3-ball is good.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Down low, Beasley with the steal. Lets the 3 fly. Sampson pulls it in. Pass to Bennett. On the wing, Ewing. Here's Bennett, covered by Beasley. To the left side wing. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Pippen for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh. He's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Both teams changing it up here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He told his players, "I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now." Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Paul with a wide open look. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10. 50 seconds left in the game. Pass to O'Neal. This one for three. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Second chance shot. Back to Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. Here's Sampson. Shoots a fader. Rebound, Brooklyn. KD a screen. Launches a 3. And that one is off. Durant for 3. Gets it to fall. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to relish their role as